Oh dear, I was just going to have some biscuits and cheese, went to the fridge to get out of the fridge, and look at it. Can you see it? It's all going blue, and it's not meant to be blue cheese. The cheese has gone off. To go off is a phrasal verb. And in this context, it means that it's past its date. It's got old, it's gone mouldy. Like milk can go off, it can go sour, and other food can go off if you don't eat it in time. Go off is a phrasal verb. That's one meaning of it, but there are other meanings of go off as well. For instance, you could say you've gone off a person. I used to like him, but I've gone off him now. I find him quite rude. You could go off a particular TV program because you watched it too much. You could go off an actor. So it means to, as well as something going off and like getting mouldy, it can also mean that you've suddenly stopped liking or appreciating something. Of course, to go off, the obvious meaning is to go off somewhere, okay? But that off is changing the verb to go in many ways. How about if we said, oh, no, she's left her husband. She's gone off with somebody else. She's gone off with her therapist. It means she's left her husband and got a new boyfriend and is having an affair. He's going off to France. Instead of just saying he's going to France, yeah, he's going off to France tomorrow. Well, yes, of course it can just mean to leave. You could say, oh, he's gone off in a bad mood, he's gone off in a temper, he's gone off feeling very sad. Oh, he's gone off happy because he had a good meal. He's gone off full because he had a good meal. And you could use gone off to say, oh, thank goodness, it's quiet now, the baby's gone off. Oh, what do we mean? The baby's gone off. Has she escaped? No, we mean that the baby's gone off to sleep, okay? We don't just use it about babies. Oh, you know, look at Jim, yeah. He's had too much to drink, he's gone off to sleep. Or he's had too much dinner and he's gone off to sleep. So there you see, I'm just thinking of these off the top of my head. In other words, they're coming spontaneously. How phrasal verbs work and how that the preposition at the end of it just brings up so many different meanings, and we use them all the time for all the different verbs. I've got a book behind me and it's about this big and it's just full of them. But don't be intimidated. Usually you can work out what they mean by the context. I say usually, I mean sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And you really do need to start getting to know them. I've got some friends, foreign friends, Polish friends who live close by to me, and they're actually students of mine as well, who become friends. And their English is actually very good. And they've been living in England for about 3 years. And their English is pretty advanced. But when they go out to the pub and they hear people speaking, often they get confused and have to listen very carefully, because English people are using these strange expressions, phrasal verbs and idioms. Anyway, don't let it put you off. Oop, there's another phrasal verb, to put off, not gone off, to put off. If you put off, you know, put is to put something down, okay, well, that's a phrasal verb as well, to put down, okay, to put, but if you put off, if you are put off by something, it means you are it means that suddenly you're starting to not like it. You know, you've been put off a certain food, or you've been put off learning something. I'm sorry, my phone is tinging away here. I'm talking to someone about English, and it's tinging away, ting, go ding, ding. So I should have switched it off. There you are. There's a new one. Another phrasal verb. To switch off. To switch, this to change, but to switch off. I switch off the light. I've got a light here. I'll switch it off. You can't see much difference because I've got my big light on. You switch off the light. I could also turn off the light. If it's a tap, if it's a bath tap, faucet as Americans call, I don't switch that off, I turn it off. But with the light, I can either say turn off or switch off. Oh dear, I'm going on and on. Oh, I'm going on. Another phrasal verb, I'm going on. I mean, I'm continuing, I'm talking a lot. Another phrasal verb, to go on. I'm rambling, I'm talking spontaneously. As I say, I'm talking off the top of my head, and I haven't scripted this. I'm playing it by ear. Oh, to play by ear? I'm not playing anything. So what does that mean? It means, oh, I'm just doing it. I'm doing it spontaneously, like off the top of my head. I'm doing it without a script. And that comes to play something by ear is when you play music without the sheet music in front of you. Now, I play a bit of piano. I had piano lessons when I was a kid, but I can read music, but I'm not very good at following music because I played guitar for a lot of years as well, and you only use the right hand on that. So when it comes to the left hand on the piano, reading the music, I get a little bit lost. So I play by ear. I've got a musical ear, and usually, if I know what the chords are, I can make a tune out of it. Probably doesn't sound very professional, but I can play by ear without looking at the music. So if you're doing something without a script, you haven't prepared for it, you're playing it by ear, you're playing that by ear. And if you haven't prepared for a meeting, someone says to you, well, you know, what are you going to do? Have you prepared? No, I'll play it by ear. I'll see what happens. So there we are. We've gone on from mouldy cheese, which has gone off, to talk about turning taps off, switching lights off, going off people, putting off, quite a few things, all in one play it by ear, rambling monologue. Okay, here I am again. Now, I thought of more. Talking about gone off. I just went off, which is a past of gone. I just went off to do something. And as I went away, I was thinking about a couple of other examples with idioms as well. And what was it? I was thinking of gone off. Yes, with idioms, you can say he's gone off the rails. So you've got gone off and gone off the rails. Well, think of train rails, means he's gone off the rails. It could mean that he's gone mad, he's gone crazy, he's just gone slightly screwy. It's not the same as he used to be. He's gone off the rails. You know, he's not the same. So you've gone off the rails. You could talk about someone going off the deep end. Going off the deep end, think of a diving board, a swimming pool. Okay, so he's gone off the deep end. He's gone into the deep water. It usually means he's lost his temper. Why we say that, I don't know. He's gone off the deep end, but he's done something crazy. How about this one? He's gone off. He's gone off on a tangent or at a tangent. A tangent. You think back to your maths learning at school. Is a right angle. We're talking about right angles, as I remember it. And to talk about going off at a tangent, and I do this all the time, is when you're talking about something and you're going one direction, and you suddenly switch direction. You start talking about something else, and I'm very guilty of it. I'm always doing it, and so are the rest of my family. It drives people mad sometimes. See, I'm doing it now to some extent as well. So there you are. Now, what was the other one I was thinking about? Gone off. I've said gone off with something. Yeah, I've gone off it. I've gone off it. Oh, it'll come back to me in a minute. There you are. It will come back. It will come back. The thought will come back. Yeah, and remember now. You go off the subject. Okay, I was talking about going off at a tangent. So if you go off the subject, the trouble is talking to you, you're always going off the subject. You're always talking about something else. It's a bit similar to talking about going off at a tangent, but it's switching subject. It's changing subjects. So you can see I'm just using open thought process here. When we started with my mouldy cheese, which I talked about in the last video, which had gone off, and as I talk, other ones occur to me. Now they're occurring to me because I'm making myself think about them. But in conversation, these come up naturally, not necessarily related to each other, as do idioms. Like, gone off the deep end, gone off the rails. You've got a phrasal verb followed by an idiom. Oh, I had the television on. It's gone off. There's another one. It's gone off actually because I switched it off. I turned it off. But if your screen suddenly goes back blank, it goes off. The same with your phone. Your battery runs out. Your phone goes off. So there's another example of something going off. Right, it's getting late. So I think I'm going to go off to bed soon. So good night or good morning, wherever you are. See you soon. Bye for now.